In the vast pantheon of great warriors of ancient Rome, one name stands out with particular brilliance: Lucius Cício Dentatus, often referred to as the Roman Achilles. This extraordinary soldier left an indelible mark on Roman military history, participating in more than 120 battles and engaging in at least 8 single duels. Lucius' legacy is not limited to his exploits in combat, but also to the deep scars, 45 in total, that adorn his body as symbols of his courage and dedication. Lucius Cício Dentatus lived during a period of intense turmoil in the Roman Republic, around the 5th century BCE, when tensions between the patricians, the aristocratic class, and the plebeians, the common class, were at a critical point. During these turbulent times, Rome's leaders sought ways to raise taxes to support the Republic's growing war machine. In 455 BC, 2 new consuls, Titus Romulus and Gaius Venturius, were elected to lead Rome through these turbulent waters. Their main task was to balance the interests of the patricians and plebeians, a task that proved nearly impossible given the growing social divide. The plebeians, represented by the tribunes of the plebs, had long fought for equal rights and for the limitation of the powers of the patricians. Although Lucius Cício Dentatus was not a tribune, his loyalty to the plebeian people was unquestionable. He distinguished himself as a staunch defender of plebeian rights, standing up to the patrician elite with rare tenacity. The name Dentatus, meaning born with teeth, was probably an affectionate nickname given to him by the plebeians, symbolizing his combative and indomitable nature. Lucius's fearless stance soon attracted the attention of the consuls Titus and Gaius, who saw him as a threat to the patrician status quo. In an attempt to silence him and alienate him from his base of support, the consuls assigned him to a particularly dangerous mission. The Latin city of Tusculum had requested aid from Rome after being attacked by the Equi tribe, and Lucius was ordered to lead an army composed mainly of patricians, but with some volunteer plebeians, to defend the city. Lucius, aware of the dangers of the mission, initially resisted the order, expressing his concerns to the consul Titus. However, Titus, representing the rigid patrician hierarchy, abruptly silenced him, ordering him to do his duty without question. This episode reveals the rigid power dynamics between patricians and plebeians at the time, where the voice of the commoners was often drowned out by the authority of the nobles. Despite his reservations, Lucius Cício Dentatus carried out his mission bravely, and as a result of his achievements, he was elected tribune of the plebs in 454 BC. As tribune, Lucius not only continued his fight for the rights of the plebeians, but also succeeded in bringing to justice the consuls Titus and Gaius, who had diverted funds intended for the soldiers for other purposes. This was only the beginning of a series of accomplishments that solidified his reputation as one of the greatest champions of the plebeian people. In addition to his political achievements, Lucius continued to serve in several military campaigns, eventually attaining the rank of centurion primus pilus, the highest position a plebeian could achieve in the Roman army. The list of honors Lucius accumulated throughout his military career is impressive. He received 18 Haste Puri, a decoration for merit, 25 Falleri, carved medals awarded for distinguished conduct in combat, 160 Armilli, armbands awarded for exceptional bravery, 83 torques, gold rings worn around the neck given only to elite units, and 26 crowns, including 14 civic crowns for saving the lives of Roman citizens, 8 golden crowns, 3 mural crowns, and a Graham crown, the highest. Roman decoration, awarded exclusively to a general or officer who saved a legion or an entire army. The scars on Lucius' body told the story of his life, a life marked by a relentless struggle for the rights of the common people and the defense of the Roman Republic. His nickname, Roman Achilles, reflects not only his skill on the battlefield, but also the respect and admiration he earned among his fellow countrymen. Lucius became a legend in Rome, a lasting example of bravery, integrity, and dedication to the cause of the people. Today, Lucius Citius Dentatus' name is often mentioned in discussions of the heroes of ancient Rome. His life is a testament to the power of individual courage and the impact one person can have in the fight for justice and equality. Lucius, the Roman Achilles, remains an eternal symbol of resistance against oppression and an inspiring example of how determination and iron will can change the course of history. Lucius' story reverberates not only as a military legend, but also as a cultural icon that transcended the borders of ancient Rome. The figure of the Roman Achilles embodies the struggle of not just one man, but of an entire social class seeking its voice and place within the complex power structure of the Roman Republic. Lucius did not simply fight on behalf of the plebeians, he became the face of their resistance, and his victories were not only military but also symbolic, representing the rise of a people who had, until then, been subjugated by the patricians. In a world where battles were won both on the battlefield and in the political halls, Lucius Citius Dentatus skillfully navigated both arenas, leaving a legacy that inspired subsequent generations of plebeians and soldiers alike. His story is a powerful reminder that even in the darkest times, there are those who are willing to fight for justice and equality, no matter the odds. And so, as Rome expanded and faced new challenges, Lucius' memory continued to serve as an example of integrity and bravery. Every decoration he received, every scar on his body, every victory he won were more than personal achievements, they were trophies of the common people's collective struggle for freedom and equity. The Roman Achilles was not just a hero of his time, but a legend that spanned the centuries, echoing in the pages of history as one of the greatest warriors Rome has ever known. Therefore, when remembering the story of Lucius Citius Dentatus, it is essential to recognize that his legacy goes beyond the battlefield. He was a warrior, a defender of the people, and, above all, a symbol of the resistance and strength of the Roman common people. His life, marked by heroic deeds and a tireless fight for justice, serves as a beacon of inspiration for all those who, even in the face of adversity, choose to fight for a more just and egalitarian world.